Why is the Washington Consensus key to understanding neoliberalism? Imagine a set of rules that shaped how countries around the world changed their economies. That's what the Washington Consensus is all about. It started in 1989 when international financial institutions like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank created a list of 10 policy reforms. These reforms aimed to fix economic crises in Latin America but ended up influencing many developing countries. The core ideas focus on reducing government control over the economy, opening markets to international trade, and encouraging private companies to take the lead. The policies promote fiscal discipline by cutting government spending, especially on social services like health and education. They also push for lowering taxes on corporations and the wealthy to attract investment. Financial markets are liberalized, meaning countries remove restrictions on capital flows and foreign investments. Trade is made easier by reducing tariffs and other barriers. Governments are encouraged to privatize state-owned companies, transferring public assets into private hands. Deregulation is also key, removing rules that limit business activities. Lastly, securing property rights ensures that private owners can confidently invest and profit from their assets. All these measures together form a blueprint for what is called neoliberal economic policy. The goal is to make markets more free and less controlled by governments. But from a socialist view, this approach often leads to increased inequality. Cutting social spending can hurt the most vulnerable, and opening markets can give multinational corporations more power at the expense of local businesses and workers. Privatization can make essential services like water, healthcare, and education less accessible for ordinary people. Understanding the Washington Consensus helps explain how neoliberalism became a dominant economic ideology. It shows how international institutions pushed these policies as the best way for countries to grow. These policies were often tied to loans and aid, meaning countries had little choice but to follow them. Critics argue that this approach benefits big corporations and wealthy elites while hurting working-class communities and increasing global inequality. So, the Washington Consensus is more than just a list of policies. It's a clear example of how neoliberal ideas are put into practice. It reveals the push for less government, more market power, and the prioritization of private profits over social well-being. That's why understanding it is key to grasping how neoliberalism shapes modern economic debates and what the future might hold for societies around the world.